Speaking, read aloud, introduction. These tutorial sessions have been structured in a way that if you need to refer to a particular part, if you need to review or revisit something, you can quickly find that. That means instead of clubbing everything together, clubbing all the information, all the lessons related to read aloud together in one big video, you've divided into smaller chunks, one of which is introduction. You will similarly find another session which will only deal with tips and tricks. There will be one which will talk about method. That way, when later on you need to review or revisit something, you can quickly refer to that section. This is what the read aloud question type looks like. We will soon look into the details. You'll see text on the screen and you have to read it out loudly. You don't have to shout it, but you have to read it out aloud into the microphone. You will get 30 to 40 seconds for the question. The text on the screen will be up to 60 words. If it's a shorter text, you might only get 30 seconds to read and then 30 seconds to record. But if it is a longer text, let's say 60 words, then you will get 40 seconds to read and 40 seconds to record. There will be 6 or 7 questions of this type, as we discussed earlier. PTE tests your skills in an integrated fashion. So in this particular question type, your speaking and reading skills are tested together. Therefore, this question type will also contribute to your reading score. Now, let's look at the screen in detail. At the top, you will see the instructions. The instructions will tell you how many seconds you have to read the text and how many seconds you will get to record the text. The second part of the screen in the middle, that is the box in which the sound recorder will appear. So if you have 40 seconds to understand and read the text, the countdown will first run down 40 seconds. Once those 40 seconds are over, you will hear a beep. The beep indicates that the recording has started. And then you will see 40 seconds timer. The progress bar will move for 40 seconds, indicating that the recording is happening. Your aim is to read the entire text in the time that is given to you. If, however, you finish the text earlier, you can go to the next question. And keep in mind that you shouldn't be silent for too long, okay? Your goal should be to speak as soon as the microphone opens up. How does the scoring work for this question type? The first and the most important thing is the content. By the content, I mean the text that is in front of you. The algorithm, the PTE algorithm wants to know, have you been able to read and understand the text that is in front of you? You will see a lot of people suggesting these shortcuts, these tricks, that it doesn't matter what you read as long as you read it fast, as long as you speak fluently. But that's not correct. If, let's say, your content is poor, you are not able to read anything correctly, but still you give a random answer, but you give it with, you speak with good pronunciation, you speak fluently, but what you say, what you speak is incorrect, then for the content, you will get a 0 score. And if you get a 0 score in content, then you won't get any other points for other skills that are evaluated. What are they? That is pronunciation, on which you can score 0 to 5. 5 if you speak, you pronounce everything clearly, correctly, and fluency, again on which you will get 0 to 5 points. But these points will kick in only if you score something in content. If your content is not correct, if you don't read properly, then you will also not get any points for pronunciation and oral fluency. You will also see some videos on YouTube, some tutors who will tell you that you can just read a part of the text. That's not correct. As you can see, the score of the content depends upon how long the text is and also how much of it you can read. If you have been able to read only half, then you won't be able to get more than half points anyway. So your first goal should always be to read the entire text. That's what you have to do. So focus on the content, the pronunciation, oral fluency. That's all. That is your read aloud question type in the speaking section.